Hello, Fable here. My voice might be a little hoarse because I was just screaming at my son. I got a call that I was approved through affordable housing, and they want a September move-in date, but she is going to find out what's the latest I can move in, and I would pay September's rent where I'm at and slowly move in. But my son, who told me a year and a half ago he was moving out and moving in with his girlfriend, and then that didn't happen, and her mother, she lives with her mother and sister, and like I said in a previous one, it's a duplex, so we're on one side, his girlfriend, mother, and sister are on the other side. Mother and sister are moving out, and my son is like, I can't do it until the second week in October. Actually, the third week, I think. I don't know. And I was like, well, I don't know what to tell you. You told me, you'd figure it out. And very upset because texts were going back and forth. I said, I don't want to talk through text. Let's talk tonight. And he said, I have plans. And I said, I do too, and I'm canceling them. Well, he's like, I'm not canceling mine. Very selfish. Not like my son at all. And then, of course, I'm in tears. My friend, Mary, I said, can you talk? She called me. My daughter couldn't talk. That's who I wanted to talk to first. And I don't know. I just feel he's being a little selfish. They didn't move in together because of her mother. Couldn't afford to move out. He's saying that wasn't the case. When, I don't know. That's what he had told me. That she couldn't, so they're waiting a year. And the lease was up the end of May. And I only found out because at my cousin's son's graduation party, someone said, oh, aren't you and Donna moving in together? Yeah, October 1st. I don't know. He never talked to me. And this is the problem my son has. He avoids things. He thinks avoiding it, it's going to go away. And it doesn't. So he sends me a text. Whatever, Ma. You don't care. I had to bite my tongue so hard. I called him and screamed and yelled at him as I was crying because he upset me so badly. I have done so much for my children, unlike their father. And boy, did I want to say that so bad. But I'm not going to bash their father. I'm not going to drag their father into this. But did that hurt? I have... When he was with his girlfriend, who he had a baby with, every Saturday and Sunday, I was babysitting. Sometimes at night, I was babysitting. Then when he, moved back home, when they broke up, it was still babysitting her every weekend. And then it went to, COVID, of course, wasn't, but then it went to every other weekend. So not taking a dime from him because I know he can't afford it. And you're saying I don't care? I mean, I've done so much for my kids. I tried so hard to get him to get a college degree. He said college isn't for me. Okay, I understand that, but just want to see him, I don't know what this cough is today. I don't want to see him struggle financially. And things are not cheap right now. And I honestly am worried how he's going to afford him and his girlfriend living together. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. Because there's times he doesn't have money and he doesn't give me a lot of money. It's, gosh, like a fourth, not even, of what my rent is. And I just don't know. I really, honestly don't know how he's going to afford it. I worry. Now, I know she's in a better financial situation, I think, because her mother and sister are splitting the rent a third, or not quite a third. I think her sister pays less because she decided to sleep on the porch, or she would have had the smallest room. So the porch is obviously heated and enclosed. But I honestly worry. But I can't pass up this opportunity. My rent will be half of what I'm paying now. And when he moves out, I'm losing his money. And I'm sure at the end of the year, my landlord was going to raise me again. So I honestly don't know what I would have done. Because as it is, I have no savings. And I do treat myself to certain things. Well, I shouldn't say that. I treat myself to one thing. Once a month, mani-pedi. But, and I mean, like, I broke a nail. I'm not going to have it fixed. My sister does that. I don't know. Should go sooner then. Oh, I need to make my appointment sooner. I think she goes every 2 weeks. This one, the nail polish chipped off. It'll probably break now. But I'm not going. Well, I know some people that go every 2 weeks. And I mean, like I said, I'm stretching it going once a month, but it's something that I want to do for myself. And I do without other things to do that. I've done so much to get out of debt after my divorce. The credit cards that I didn't know were in my name. I worked a second job. And just so that money from that job went to pay off the debt. I worked 1.5 years to pay that off. And because I felt guilty about working 2 jobs, I did extra things for my kids. So, like, my son, I gave him my car. And I paid the car payment out of his child support. That was the agreement. And I paid his insurance out of the child support, which didn't quite cover it. So he wouldn't have to pay the car insurance. Because his father had him on his car insurance, because that car was in his father's name, and he said, nope, not doing it. So I had to put it in my name. And I got a lease. And it was less than the car payment, so it was a little better for me. But like I said, I took his child support. That's what, I suggested that so he could have my car. It got totaled. Then we shared 2 cars. My car, his sister's car. And the miles, I was over the miles, so I had to pay when I turned the lease in. I paid for Disney for my daughter's Sweet 16, his graduation gift. Friends gave us their timeshare, but I paid for everything else. The flights, everything in the park, dinners, anything and everything I paid for. So it really bothers me when he says, and I know I just keep repeating myself, but I am really, really hurt by that. And he's like, I didn't mean that way. And he's like, what about the things that need to get fixed? Because then I said to him, okay, well, I will tell the landlord to take October's rent out of the security. I'm not paying it. And that's, oh well, too bad. And so he could stay there through October. So I'm losing money. I'm losing $2,200. And he's like, well, we need he's going to say no because he needs it for all the things that need to get fixed. Okay, there's only one thing, a window that at my first holiday party, my sister's son's elbow went through it. So I have to now pay for that to get fixed. But my son, when he had a little too much to drink many years ago, the towel holder broke it. And the toilet paper holder broke it. And he just said to me today, I'm not a handyman. How did you expect me to fix it? I kept saying, you need to fix it. And he kept saying, I know. Never said once to me, I'm not a handyman. I can't fix it. I didn't break it. If he breaks something when him and his girlfriend move in together, you're not a handyman and you need a handyman to fix it. You're going to get a handyman and pay them. It's not my problem. And in the past, I would never say that. Never, ever. But he's going to be 28 years old. And I feel bad, but I have to do for me. I can't afford it. I slept in the living room the last year of my daughter's school so she could finish high school. She appreciates that, and so that my kids could each have their own bedroom, which they could fit a bed and a dresser. So they were small. But I slept in the living room because to give them their own bedrooms. And we only did it for a year. And then, see ya, we're out of here. So, I just don't know. I feel like I've given so much, and in that case, he expects so much. And you can only give so much, and I don't know. I just feel like he doesn't appreciate it. Like, by saying, whatever, Ma, you don't care. I don't care. If I didn't care, I would be doing what his father's doing. And again, had to do all. His father moved in with the girlfriend, now wife, a month after they were dating. Took them on Wednesdays for dinner. That was it. Then, got married. But even before they got married, went on vacations. And they go on like 4 vacations a year. And I'm talking like they went to Las Vegas, Grand Canyon, out in Las Vegas. Same trip we did as a family. They've gone to Disney, Universal. And I'm talking Disney, separate trip, Universal, and cruise, 10-day, they're for their honeymoon, 10-day cruise. They've gone on other cruises. Her son graduated high school. And my son got squat. Nothing. Nada. When he graduated. They got the presidential suite or something, whatever it's called. Hot tub, balcony, butler service or whatever the hell it's called for her son's graduation. How much that must have cost? Are you bleeping kidding me? And my son has the nerve to say to me, you don't care? You know how many vacations we've gone on that I've paid for? I didn't ask them to pay for it. I paid for it. When we went to Disney, and he was with the mother of his child, they turned around and I told them they had to pay for their own room. They wanted their own room. They had to pay for their own room. So we got a joining room. But I paid for everything else. Airfare, tickets into the park, everything. You're adults. And, you know, from that, we believe my granddaughter was conceived. So then, I mean, I split the cost of the shower, and it was, you know, men and women shower. You know, it was very expensive for me. I split it in half with her parents. I'm one person. Like, he was talking to his father at the time. Why couldn't you say, hey, this is your half of the half. I need this money. I don't know why she didn't come. Don't care. I had the flu and a fever, and I went because I was not missing my granddaughter's baby shower. I mean, the shower for my granddaughter. But I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. I really don't. I'm really perplexed. As you can see, I was screaming at him. My voice was shot. I was crying so much. My eyes were so red. When I went into the office, I kept my sunglasses on because I just didn't want, there was only the one guy in the office. But when is enough and enough? Like, I had enough today. He constantly does that to me, and then I get an apology. I'm sorry, you're right, I was wrong. No, I just don't even say it. Don't even do it. I really don't understand. But I really need to go in and do this errand for my boss, because I have one more post office after here. So I am going to say goodbye for now, and I know tomorrow will be a better day because I'll have slept on it and feel better, hopefully. So I told him I wanted to talk at some point this weekend, come up with a plan. So I don't know. Hopefully that happens. All right. And talk to everybody later. Bye.